Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're diving into something really interesting. The big advantages you get from attending India's top institutions. We're talking IITs, IIMs, NITs.
Exactly.
Ever wondered, what makes these places produce so many leaders, so many innovators? Well, that's what we're exploring.
That's right. And we're basing this on a source that really highlights the key benefits academic, professional, personal too. Our job today is to unpack what makes them such, well, powerful launch pads.
Okay, so let's start at the foundation. Academics. What's the core difference there? What gives them that initial edge?
Great question. It really comes down to a few key things. First, the faculty, top-notch, often deep researchers themselves, and that feeds right into the teaching.
Right.
And the curriculum isn't static. It's constantly updated. Very industry relevant. Plus, you get exposure to learning across different fields, not just your specialization.
It sounds like it leads directly to opportunities. How does that academic side translate professionally, especially, placements?
Oh, it translates directly. It's pretty incredible, actually. We're talking access to high-paying offers right on campus. Think Google, Microsoft, McKinsey, the big names.
Wow.
Students land great internships, too, and those often turn into job offers before they even graduate. And then there's the alumni network.
Ah,
It's incredibly strong, a huge advantage for job changes down the line, even for finding roles internationally. It's a really tight-knit global community.
that leads nicely into the brand value, doesn't it? The IIT NIT tag. How much weight does that actually carry long term?
It carries a lot of weight.
Mm.
It's more than just prestige. It's a globally recognized mark of quality. Everyone knows how tough it is to get in.
True.
So that tag becomes a kind of passport. It can make getting into top universities abroad easier, maybe even smooth out the process for work visas overseas. It's like a pre-approved stamp of excellence.
And beyond the tag, you mentioned the people there, the peers. What's that environment like? Being surrounded by, well, very bright people.
It's
Yeah.
intense.
Yeah,
In a good
on.
way. You're immersed with incredibly motivated, talented peers. So you learn a ton from each other. It really pushes everyone.
I can imagine.
And these aren't just classmates. You're building lifelong connections with people who will likely become leaders, entrepreneurs, top researchers. Plus, that alumni network, again, it offers mentoring, even startup support later on.
And speaking of startups, so many big Indian companies trace back to these campuses. Flipkart, Zomato, Ola. How does the ecosystem there help create that?
It's actively nurtured. These campuses have, proper ecosystems, incubators, accelerators, funding help. It's all there.
A whole launch pad.
Exactly. That's why you see so many successful startups founded by IIT or IIM alumni. Innovation is just part of the culture. It's baked in.
Does that culture extend outwards? What about international exposure?
Absolutely. Lots of opportunities for internships abroad, exchange programs, research collaborations with universities worldwide.
Okay.
And the fact that these institutes consistently rank well globally, QS times rankings, that adds to their credibility internationally, opens more doors.
It sounds like huge opportunities. But what about practical support, like financially? Are these places accessible?
That's a really important point. Yes, there's significant support. Generous scholarships are available, not just based on merit, but also for students from economically weaker backgrounds. That's crucial for access.
That's good to hear.
And there are grants, too, for research, for projects, even for traveling to international conferences. It really empowers students to chase their goals.
So it's not just the hard skills. How does this whole environment build things like critical thinking or soft skills?
It happens almost naturally. You're
Yeah.
constantly tackling complex problems, often in competitive setting. That sharpens your communication, your leadership skills, your analytical thinking.
Right, through experience.
Exactly. And it's not just coursework. Participating in festivals, clubs, competitions, it all contributes to developing a well-rounded person. Holistic development, really.
And the physical tools, the labs, libraries, what are the facilities like?
Generally state-of-the-art. Modern labs, fantastic libraries, digital and physical powerful computing resources, dedicated research centers. Students often get access to work on national-level projects or collaborate directly with industry, too. That's invaluable hands-on experience. When you put it all together, the biggest benefit might just be the confidence boost and developing this